Hello everyone, I am Dashup and I'm thrilled to welcome you to a brand new video dedicated to the latest news on MMORPGs and multiplayer games. This week I have 11 news updates to share with you. In the first part of the video we'll talk about Throne and Liberty, Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive, Project Evilbane, Duet Night Abyss and March of Giants. In the quick news segment I'll cover Tarisland, Crystal of Atlan, 7 Nights Rebirth, Mabinogi Mobile, Blade and Soul Heroes and Aion 2. If you enjoy the video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up before you go. It's always appreciated. Now that I've outlined the video's lineup, I think it's time to dive into the news. We now know the release date for the next major update for Throne and Liberty, the open-world MMORPG developed by NCSoft and published in the West by Amazon Games. This significant update is called Silicium's Awakening. It is highly anticipated by the community primarily for two new features, housing and a brand new weapon. Starting September 18th, players will be able to purchase a house, decorate it with various furniture, and invite their friends over. This is not just an aesthetic feature, but a true progression path that accompanies players. The inspiration behind this edition comes from the desire to offer content that isn't solely focused on combat. Until now, the gameplay experience has been heavily action-oriented, but the community also called for spaces dedicated to creativity and socializing. This led to the idea of customizable homes, a personal space where players can express their tastes and imagination. The development team had three main goals for this new feature: integrating homes into the game world, ensuring their accessibility and ease of use, and enhancing communication between players. The system was designed with intuitive controls, including automatic furniture alignment and the ability to adjust each object with millimeter precision, even allowing players to stack or elevate elements to create complex compositions. Great attention was also paid to the visual aspect. The Castleton district, with its markets, ports and sea views, was designed to convey a vibrant, urban atmosphere, while Vienta draws inspiration from mountainous landscapes, with multi-level interiors and homes that appear to cling to cliffs. As for the orb, it is a new magical weapon designed for support or DPS roles. Unlike traditional weapons focused on damage or instant healing, the orb was crafted to be a tactical tool. With a maximum of 3 spheres as its unique resource, players can protect allies, block enemy advances, and create openings to gain an advantage. The effectiveness of each skill depends on the placement and number of spheres on the battlefield. Spheres can be placed on the ground or on players to enhance their abilities. After numerous testing phases, the studio stated that it has refined the system to be easy to pick up while offering high potential in the hands of experienced players. The studio also emphasized that this new weapon introduces a playstyle that rewards reflexes and precision, as well as strategy and team coordination. The studio further explained that with the orb, they wanted players to harness the power of the universe, evoking themes of astronomy, galaxies, and warped space through both its visuals and mechanics. From the start of development, the orb was designed around a clear concept: zone control and protection using summoned invoked spheres. The update will also introduce a battlefield for 24 versus 24 player confrontations. In addition to these additions, the progression system will be revamped, new objectives will be introduced with an updated achievement system, and dimensional trials will be overhauled. All of this will be supported by general quality of life improvements and hyper boost servers. For now, Amazon Games has not yet released the patch notes detailing every change and addition in this update. In the meantime, this provides a sneak peek of what to expect. I'll likely cover some additional points from this update, such as the hyper boost servers, in a future video. Let me remind you that Throne and Liberty is a free-to-play MMO available on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. The South Korean company Netmarble revealed at the end of August the release date for its game Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive. This new version of Solo Leveling Arise is specifically created for PC and consoles. The game is not announced for mobile. As a reminder, Solo Leveling Arise, the first version that is still available, is offered on PC and mobile with a free-to-play and gacha business model. On the other hand, Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive, in addition to being available on PC and consoles, will not be free to play. This version is considered by Netmarble as a premium version, requiring the purchase of the game. The global release of the game is scheduled for November 17th, 2025 on PC via Steam and the Xbox PC Store. The game will also arrive on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles in 2026. As mentioned earlier, the game will be buy to play. It is already possible to pre-order the game. The standard version is priced at €39.99. A deluxe version is also available for €44.99. The deluxe version will allow you to play starting November 14 instead instead of November 17th. This deluxe version will also include additional small bonuses such as emotes or various cosmetic items. Netmarble has stated that Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive positions itself as a premium game in which characters, weapons, and progression systems are unlocked through gameplay without focusing on third-party monetization mechanics or randomness. For example, weapons are crafted from resources obtained during battles against monsters and bosses. The company also wishes to reassure players by explaining that Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive is an entirely different game, developed as an independent project by a separate team. The graphics are improved and the controls are designed specifically for PC and consoles. The game will also feature a skill tree to develop your hero and their combat style. The talent tree will offer 8 possible paths. The parry system will allow you to block enemy attacks and deal devastating blows. The studio has implemented a Monarch transformation system, a powerful feature that allows Sung Jinwoo to transform into the Monarch of Shadows. In this form, Jinwoo unleashes devastating skills that overwhelm enemies and dominate the battlefield. An Overdrive system is being developed to maximize Sung Jinwoo's skill tree and the unique traits of each hunter. With its skill tree-based Overdrive system, Sung Jinwoo will dominate the battlefield. For example, when using the dual skill tree, a special gauge will appear on your combat interface. Once this gauge reaches 100%, you can unleash a powerful specialized skill for the dual skill tree. Hunters can showcase their individuality in combat through their own unique Overdrive systems. For example, the hunter Choi Jong-in can unleash meteors around him after applying burn to enemies a certain number of times, shaking the battlefield with abilities that highlight his distinctive traits. That's not all, as the game will also feature a system called Chain Smash. This mechanic maximizes synergy between skills. Chain Smash becomes stronger as you chain it. By strategically deciding when to activate Chain Smash during your combos, you'll experience a whole new level of gameplay. On the multiplayer side, the game will allow you to play with up to 3 friends for a total of 4 players. So here's a nice little presentation of Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive for you this week. On Wednesday, August 27th, Amazon Games unveiled a brand new game in development called March of Giants. The game is being developed by Amazon Games Montreal, a studio established 5 years ago. March of Giants is described as a fusion of large-scale conflicts and MOBA gameplay. The game will be free to play upon release, though the release date has not yet been announced. This new MOBA is designed to offer 4 versus 4 player confrontations. The announcement comes with some gameplay clips, which I'm sharing with you as well. The showcased gameplay features intense battles in devastating urban areas, blending military themes with steampunk elements and magic. The main innovation is the control of giants, massive war commanders with unique abilities who can lead thousands of soldiers simultaneously and build tactical structures called Battleworks. Amazon Games aims to deliver an experience that combines the strategic depth of classic MOBAs with large-scale warfare mechanics, offering 4 versus 4 matches that require full team coordination. Xavier Marquis, the creative director at Amazon Games Montreal, stated, "We want to create a game that retains the strategic richness of traditional MOBAs while allowing players to innovate by leading massive armies and building tactical structures on the battlefield. This project has been a true passion for our team for several years, and we're thrilled to finally present it to players." Currently, there isn't much information available about this new MOBA. However, those interested in the game may soon learn more. Amazon Games is currently holding a testing phase, specifically a closed alpha that will run until September 10th. It's still possible to request access by visiting the game's Steam page and clicking the button to request access. While the closed alpha is primarily aimed at players in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, the access request appears to be open to everyone. Keep in mind that this test is subject to an NDA, meaning a non-disclosure agreement. This means you cannot share anything about the game. Amazon Games explicitly states that sharing screenshots, recordings, or any visual elements of the game is strictly prohibited. While we wait to learn more about this new multiplayer game, this serves as a first glimpse. I've included the link to the March of Giants' Steam page in the info bar if you want to request access or simply follow the game's updates. Last June, the South Korean company Netmarble unveiled a new game called Project Evilbane. I shared this announcement in the news video number 314 on June 14th on my French-speaking YouTube channel. Project Evilbane is described as a cooperative action game played from a third-person perspective. At the end of August, Netmarble held a 3-day pre-alpha test for the game. This test was primarily organized for PC players in the United States and Canada via the Xbox Insider Hub. As expected, some participants shared gameplay videos of the game. game. This gives us a chance to see what Project Evilbane looks like. Keep in mind that what we're seeing is a game in development. It's not a beta or even an alpha, but a pre-alpha. The game is still in an early stage of development. Since I can't share the videos in full, you'll find links to them in the info bar. The game is designed to be playable solo, but emphasizes cooperative play, with up to 4 players per session. The game is developed using Unreal Engine 5. In Project Evilbane, players find themselves in a world that has survived a disaster. You'll take on the role of an elite unit fighting against the armies of a demon lord. Depending on the hero you choose, you can play as an attacker, defender, or support within your group. During this pre-alpha test, participants could try 4 different characters and 4 types of weapons. Players could equip both a melee and a ranged weapon simultaneously. Skills are divided into 2 types: active skills and celestial stone skills. Each character can equip 2 skills of each type, allowing for customizable loadouts. This lets you mix and match your favorite skills to create your own combat style, though for now, the number of skills and weapons is limited. The gameplay combines melee and ranged combat with a system for parrying, dodging, and counterattacking. Players will develop their characters by earning rewards through missions, which will gradually unlock higher difficulty levels. Successfully completing missions not only upgrades your characters but also impacts the development of the game's world. The release date, monetization model, and exact list of platforms have not yet been revealed. So that's the latest on Project Evilbane, one of the many games in development at Netmarble. The game has an official website where you can sign up for future test phases. If you're interested, I've included the link to the site in the video description. In last week's news video, I talked about the announced changes for the game Duet Night Abyss. As a reminder, Pan Studio, the developer, and Hero Games, the publisher, announced that they have removed the gacha system from the game. All playable characters and weapons will be accessible without relying on a random system. The energy system has also been removed. The release date was also announced. Duet Night Abyss will launch on October 28th on PC and mobile. While last week it was announced that the game would be available on the Epic Games Store for PC, we now know that Duet Night Abyss will also be available on Steam. The game will be free to play. Since these announcements, the media outlet IGN conducted an interview with the CEO of Hero Games and the game's producer. Today, I'll provide a summary of this interview. This will allow us to refresh our memory on some information while also learning new details. Keep in mind that these are the studio's responses, so this should be viewed as a communication exercise. Duet Night Abyss is a hybrid action RPG with dual narration, designed to offer enjoyable gameplay in a relaxing environment. After a technical test and 2 closed betas, the game has been refined based on player feedback. The global launch is scheduled for October 28th, 2025 with a revamped stamina system and monetization model, making all characters and weapons free. Future updates are in progress to deliver high-quality content. According to the game's publisher, Duet Night Abyss embodies a bold artistic vision and a passion for anime, comics, and gaming culture in general. The publisher also notes that the game is an ambitious project. For clarity, the studio developing Duet Night Abyss is owned by the publisher. The game's producer believes that the player base for this type of game will continue to grow. According to them, exceptional content, innovative gameplay, and player-friendly systems will be key factors in a game's success. With these ideas in mind, the producer says they aim to create a Duet Night Abyss. They also explain that the dual narration in Duet Night Abyss stems from the complexity of the story, where a single perspective would be limiting. This two-protagonist approach offers a more nuanced and multi-dimensional view of the world, with distinct storylines that intertwine to create captivating surprises. With dual narration, players can experience the story through the eyes of different protagonists. Each character has their own plots, roles, and connections, allowing players to explore 2 perspectives within the same game. On the gameplay side, in addition to basic movements like jumping, the studio introduced the Helix Jump, enabling characters to cover long distances at high speed. Each character can equip both melee and ranged weapons, seamlessly switching between close range and long range attacks during combat. Regarding skills, the studio opted for a system with short or even non-existent cooldowns in some cases, allowing most characters to chain skills as long as they have enough mental health. Characters and weapons can be equipped with upgrades that not only improve stats but also modify mechanics and attack patterns, offering a wide variety of options for flexible and customizable builds. During missions, players can choose 2 characters as AI companions to assist in combat. Regarding the business model, the producer acknowledges that the current market for anime-style games often has a reputation for being grind-heavy and pay-to-win. That's why they set out to develop a truly player-friendly, free-to-play RPG, where players can enjoy the game freely at their own pace. With this goal in mind, balancing monetization and player experience has been a central priority for the development team. In the latest updates to Duet Night Abyss, the developers made significant changes to the monetization system. Character banners, star-based rankings for characters, and weapons have been removed. All characters and weapons are now completely free to obtain. Additionally, the stamina system for missions has been entirely eliminated. According to the producer, this means giving up some short-term monetization opportunities, but believes that in the long term, it will strengthen player engagement and trust, paving the way for a healthier and more sustainable business model. The studio also stated that they are working to make the game fully compatible with controllers. So that's a lot of information about Duet Night Abyss this week. Keep in mind that this is the developer and publisher's communication, and not my opinion on the game. And there we go. We're now moving on to the second part of the video with the quick news segment. In this part, we'll run through various news updates about different games, getting straight to the point. To start, let's talk about Tarisland, a free-to-play MMORPG available on PC and mobile. The news about this game this week is straightforward. The Tarisland adventure will soon come to an end. Available in our region since July 2024, the servers for our version of Tarisland will shut down in November. To be precise, the servers will close on November 4th at 1 AM Paris time. Neither the developer nor the publisher, Level Infinite, both owned by Tencent, have provided a reason for the game's closure. While the studio's announcement didn't specify a reason, we can assume it's likely due to the game's low popularity in our region. As of recording this video, I don't have any information about a potential shutdown of Tarisland servers in its home country, China. Let's move on to Crystal of Atlan, a free-to-play action MMO available on PC and mobile. There's a lot of news about Crystal of Atlan this week, but for this segment, I'll focus on announcing the upcoming edition of a brand new class to the game's servers. This new class is the Assassin, arriving on September 17th. The Assassin has two specializations, Spectre and Mirage. The Spectre specialization focuses exclusively on physical damage, wielding twin blades with fast and ruthless skills. The Mirage specialization, on the other hand, uses a weapon called the Halidi and has a versatile combat style, easily switching between electro and shadow damage. I won't go into details, but I wanted to share the upcoming arrival of the Assassin to the game's servers. Next, let's talk about Seven Knights Rebirth, a game developed by Netmarble. Seven Knights Rebirth is a remake of Seven Knights. Developed using the Unreal Engine 5, it's already available in its home country, South Korea, since May of this year on PC and mobile. I should note that this is a gacha game. I'm not sure if the game will feature multiplayer, but I know this type of game appeals to some of you, so I chose to mention it. The news I wanted to share is that Netmarble has announced the global release of Seven Knights Rebirth for September 18th. Note that September 18th is based on South Korea's time zone, so depending on the launch time, it may vary slightly depending on your location. Pre-registrations are already available on the official website. As usual, pre-registering will grant you in-game bonuses upon release. If you're interested, you'll find the link to the official Seven Knights Rebirth website in the description. Now let's quickly talk about Mabinogi Mobile, a game developed by DevCat and published by Nexon. This new version of Mabinogi has been available in South Korea since March of this year on mobile and PC. In South Korea, the game generated $30 million in revenue in just 50 days. The news about Mabinogi Mobile this week is simple. The publisher and developer have launched the official English website for the global version of this MMO on mobile and PC. For now, no official release date has been announced, but the launch of the international website in English suggests that the publisher and developer will likely share more details soon. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about this free-to-play MMO for PC and mobile, you'll find the link to the official international website in the description. Moving on, here's a quick update about NCSoft's game Blade and Soul Heroes. As a reminder, Blade and Soul Heroes is a free-to-play, multiplayer action RPG and gacha game described by NCSoft as an MMORPG. It's aimed at PC and mobile platforms. I've mentioned Blade and Soul Heroes in previous videos. At the time, the game's release was officially set for September 2nd this year. As you may have noticed, September 2nd has passed and the game hasn't launched. The release has indeed been postponed to September 24th. This delay isn't exactly new, but I forgot to share this update in a previous video. So if you were expecting Blade and Soul Heroes on September 2nd and wondering what happened, don't worry. The release is now scheduled for September 24th. Pre-registrations are still open, so you have a bit more time to sign up if you haven't already. You'll find the link to the official website for pre-registration in the description. Finally, here's a small update about Aion 2, an MMORPG for PC and mobile currently in development at NCSoft's studios. The news I wanted to share is the date of NCSoft's third stream dedicated to Aion 2. This event, called Aion Tonight, is scheduled for September 11th at 1 PM Paris time. You can watch the stream on the official Aion 2 YouTube channel. According to the South Korean media outlet Inven, the Aion 2 development team stated that this third stream will be the moment to showcase, one by one, the promises made during the August broadcast. The same outlet also reports that details about the mobile version of Aion 2 will be shared. As you might expect, I'll provide a summary of the stream in next Saturday's video. We are now reaching the end of this video, and I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't hesitate to give it a little thumbs up and leave a comment, because not only does it make me happy, but it also helps with the video's visibility for free, so don't hold back. It's time for us to part ways, and as always, I wish you all fantastic gaming sessions, no matter what game you're playing, because the most important thing here is to have fun.